Welcome to edition of Let's Play Farming Simulator 2013 on the American Farm. Alright, so, I'm sure you guys are going to start questioning if I have the game on hard or not. I do have it on hard, so I thought I'd start the game right here this time. Although I don't know why it has gone and given me so much yield off of those crops. It started doing the same thing with wheat, and I don't know why. It's really quite strange, actually. It might be a mod conflict, but I don't really know offhand what would it do. I don't have the more realistic mod or anything like that, not the actual mod itself installed, so I'm not sure why it's giving me so much of the crop. Like, if it was on easy, it would make sense, but it's on hard, so that's why I'm a little confused. Now, I don't know if it's to do with something like I said, I'm not sure if it's to do with a mod conflict or something like that, or if it's something else. So it's a little disconcerting, but I don't know. I'm not sure what to do at this point. I'm probably just gonna keep going because I like the map. Another thought I had was just to restart the map on a different save file and just see if that made a difference or not. But I don't know what it is, but it just didn't. It's giving me a lot more than I thought it would. Like, here, I'll show you what happened. Like, I continued harvesting our wheat off camera, and I got 250,000 liters of wheat. So I was kind of confused as to why I was getting so much wheat, because the first time I did it, I did not get that much wheat at all. And I really think it's a mod conflict of some sort, and I don't know why. So that's probably the reason why we got 400,000 liters of oats and 400,000 liters of soybeans as well. So I don't know what it actually is. So it kind of makes me a bit sad, but I'm not sure. So I'll have to keep that in mind. Got the Peterbilt out here doing his thing. He was just helping out, offloading our combine, and we're going to continue with that, I guess. I don't know why, but I think what the game thinks is this is on an easy map, or this is on easy, and that's why it's giving me so much. And I don't know if that's true or not, but... Oops. There we go. I'm not sure if that's true or not, or what's the dealio with that, but... let's just see how much he's getting. Yeah, he's getting a lot still. Yeah, I don't know what it is. If you happen to know what it might be, let me know in the comments, because I think my best guess is a mod conflict of some sort. That's what's actually doing it, and that's the reason why it's not functioning the way it's supposed to be, basically. So I don't know. It's kind of strange though. Kind of ticks me off a little bit that it's doing it, because this is the only map thing that's ever happened where it's something like that's happened. So I don't exactly know the cause, which makes it even more annoying. So, but like I said, we did get quite a bit of money last time around, so that's mostly due to the fact that we have a crazy amount of pretty sure I saved that. Interesting. Made a couple courses last time around, and I guess I didn't save it for whatever reason. That's strange. Oh, there it is. I'm just blind. Anyways. I guess I just set it on the manual combine. So I don't know what exactly the problem is. I don't know if it's something to do with the map or something to do with mods. I'm really not sure. I'm guessing it's something to do with mods, just because the number of mods I do have is just a crazy amount. Probably gonna need to move this out of the way, actually. It's just I just have a crazy amount of mods, and I'm pretty sure that's the reason why it is acting all funny. So, all right, let's just put this in the shed over here for the time being. Just do a little Yui. Our shed's so big we could do it pretty easily. Excuse me. Let's just back this up. yeah, so let me know if what you think it might be. It's kind of, it's one of those little tiny little things that just kind of bothers you, and it's like, well, what is it? Because the map's definitely on hard, and I started on hard, and I checked the career save XML just to make sure it was on hard, but it for some reason it thinks I think that's what's happening. It thinks I'm not on hard, and that's why the prices have always been at this level, right? But in this case, I think it's like, I think what's happened is it's a combination of mods, I think. So yeah, I don't know. It is really annoying because, well, what's even stranger, the thing that kind of throws me off even more is the fact that when we started, we only got like 90,000 liters. And someone even commented, how did you get 90,000 liters? And I guess this issue is compounding apparently, because now we're at, what was that, 267,000 liters of wheat, and we're like halfway down the field, so I don't know. I don't know what exactly the problem is. So it is quite annoying. So I don't know exactly what it is. If I find out what it is, I'll try and fix it, but at this point I'm not 100% sure. So if I seem a little annoyed, a little bit not as much into it as I usually am, that's the reason why. It's to do with that, and not being able to know what is the problem. So I did start it on hard, and it appears to have changed itself, which is a bit odd. So I don't know. Today I haven't changed the day yet. We still have $685,000, or not 685. That's how much we made yesterday from our sale, basically. And the other right here is when we sold our Kenworth. So that's the reason why we have that there. All right, so I installed a couple mods, or reinstalled, I should say, a couple mods back into the mix here, and those are the ones I just went by. Yeah, that's the mods. Yeah, so those are the ones I installed again. These are Case IH Steiger 500s. So the ones in game are actually 600s, if I remember correctly. Oh my goodness, not mods. I'm not looking for mods. Oh my goodness, here we go. So the ones in game are Quad Track 600s or Steiger 600s. So they have 600 horsepower, and the ones we have installed are only 500. So they're a little less powerful. So 500 horsepower, 500 horsepower. So the Steigers 600s have 600 horsepower. So anyways, what I'm going to do for now is just going to keep playing as per normal, like I was before. But I'm definitely going to try and look into the reason why it is being so odd. Because it is annoying, like I've mentioned a couple times already. So, and what I'll do is if I figure it out, I'll probably start another save game, and if I figure out what the reason is, I'll just continue on that save game instead of this one, and I'll just transfer all the equipment over. Or maybe it's the equipment itself, I don't know what it is, but I haven't really changed a whole lot of equipment lately, so I'm not sure what it could actually be. So it's kind of a little slightly annoying, just slightly. So that should be fine for the time being. Let's do a little bit of shopping here. So I can get away from the noise. Oh my goodness. Alright, so a little bit of shopping. Because the Steiger 500s are a little bit cheaper than the 600s, so this is about over $100,000 cheaper actually. It's less than $100,000 more than the John Deere. And the only reason I'm going to go for the case right here is because, first of all, I had the John Deere 9630 last time, and the other reason being is that it would go with the rest of the equipment. Other than that, that's the only reason, honestly. A lot of people in the comments were like, get John Deere. But I'm going to go with case, not because I'm a big case fan or anything like that. It's just because Just trying to keep it, trying to change things up a little bit. So these Case IHs are from American Eagle Modding. I think it was, I forget it. I think it's like TX Hall, Long Haul, I think it is. I think he suggested them, so I brought him back into the game, and I have messed around with them a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and buy that. There we go. And then we're gonna go ahead and buy the appropriate seeder for our setup here. Where are we here? So we're gonna go with the Case Air Frill 500T version 2. It's 12 meters, and we actually technically now we could go for the other Precision Air one. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm sure we have enough money for that because of that silly error. That's 200, and the cart, it's 70 feet. I think I'm gonna go with the other one for now because we only have one field, and also it's a bit cheaper. There we go. Let's buy that, and then buy that, and I'll show you what those all look like. Let's go over here. So this is the I don't know if you saw that. It came down from the sky. So this is the Case Steiger 500 with dualies on it with the front weights. It's not like before I was talking. It's not a bad looking tractor. It's just not as it's not that fancy either. It's just the standard stuff. Wheel turns, which is good. I don't think any of the pedals work. Do they work? No. Other than that, that's pretty standard. Other than that, yep, nothing too crazy. So instead of driving that all the way back, here's the Case IH 500T. The reason why I got this instead of the Duke one is mainly because of this one's a bit more. It's a bit more stable. That's kind of cool. I didn't notice that before. It's a bit more stable and it's not as it doesn't fly around quite as much, and that's basically the main reason why. Alright, so let's just ask them to deliver that kindly for us, like so. There we go. This is good. And let's go check on our harvester, which is stuck. Oh no, he's not stuck. It's this guy who's stuck. There we go. Let's get him out of the way here then. Yeah, this is the one problem with the drain, with those drainage ditches right there. Is that your machinery does get stuck in it sometimes. Like this is on course play. This is what it does to get stuck there. Just to give you an idea. So probably, I think it's gonna continue to try and back up for a little bit, and eventually it'll start to go forward. But I'm just gonna stop that and just go forward for it. There we go. I don't know why it does that, but it does figure it out eventually. There we go. So we have some new equipment now, which is good. I'm honestly not as pleased about that that amount of harvest we've already got in. It just makes it it makes it too easy, basically. Well, you saw, like, basically that soybean harvest is after I harvested this whole field, so I don't know what it is. I honestly don't. If I knew, I wouldn't. I would have changed it by now, because that just it's a little silly. It's weird because it's like it says it's on hard, but it's playing as if it were on easy. That's the feeling I get, and I don't know what it would actually be. So, yeah. Oh well. Let's go hook up our new toys together. So now we can get we have our bigger seeder now, and it actually cultivates at the same time, so we can actually get rid of some of that stuff if we need to. For now, I'm just going to leave it there for the time being, at least. And what we'll do is we can, well, with the amount of money we have now, we can actually theoretically get a new combine as well, actually. So this is what happens when you when it gives you a whole bunch of extra money, not money, crop, when you don't necessarily when you didn't work for it, I guess is what it kind of boils down to. There you So this one doesn't have dynamic exhaust or anything like that. It's a good looking model, but it's just it's nothing fancy. This does do soybeans and oats. Soybeans and oats twice apparently, as well, which is nice. And the other reason why I didn't get the John Deere is because it's a bit more what's the word I'm looking for here? Punchy when you start it up. And there is actually, it's funny because there is a John Deere version of this on the website. And it's basically just the same thing and with John Deere colors on it. So, where is it here? Oh, I'm way off. That's why. So we're gonna go hook this up, and we're gonna fill it up as well. I kind of like this tractor now that I'm using it a bit more. I didn't use it much before, but I just like the way it moves. Or not moves, but it moves as if it accelerates, I should say, and decelerates the way you expect a big tractor to do, to maneuver and to accelerate. With Dukes, it seemed a bit more unrealistic how fast it accelerated. And maybe that's just me. So what I'll try and do next time, because we got the case this time, maybe next tractor we'll get will be a John Deere, because I don't think we have any John Deeres yet. Is this going to be able to fit through here? Yes, good. That was the other reason why I was kind of reluctant to get the Duke one, because I don't know if it would have fit through here or not. Is that seed? I don't know what that is. It's must be the fertilizer tank at the back there. That's what it is. Alright, let's move a little forward and we'll fill up the seeds. There we go. And we'll just turn that off for the time being, leave it there while it's filling up. Yeah, so I'm not sure exactly what that problem is. It's, I don't know if you can tell or not, but it's definitely bugging me. Bugging me a lot that it's like that. So, so what I may do is I may look into it even more. I looked through the forums to see if I could find anybody who's having the same problem, and I heard people talking about grain planes and stuff like that, or water planes and stuff like that, but nothing to do with the actual yield itself. So I don't know what it is. My only guess is it's actually it's a mod conflict of some sort. So, and it's silly now because it's like all the work you did before kind of seems like, oh well, like now I can just buy it. I can buy a new combine now, really easily as well. So I could buy a new field easily enough too. So it kind of seems like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Not useless, but a waste almost is what I'm going for. So, but oh well, there's not much I can do about it this time. Yeah. Oh goodness. Like I said, what I'll do is I'll just keep playing for the time being, and if I do find the error, I will, or the reason why, I will just, I'll fix it, and then I'll just continue on. But it does seem slightly unnecessary at this point. Well, not unnecessary, it just seems kind of silly. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that Steiger into a group now. I know some of you wanted the John Deere instead, but this is the first time we've had a case on the farm, I guess. Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, I don't normally buy cases. So, there it is. That's the Steiger 500. Actually, it's not so bad. For some reason, let's just say it didn't impress me a lot by any means, but it's not bad either. So, like I said, that's the reason why. Let's put it in group 6. There we go. Put it in group 6, and then what we'll do is I'll set up a seed course for this. And seating, and what is it, 12 meters, so we'll do 11 meters wide. And the nice thing about this is it does cultivate as well, and it looks pretty cool. It's a bit different than the standard in-game stuff. So we'll do the northwest corner, heading south. Return to first point, yes. Headland before. Generate course, and this will be F13 seed 11 meters. And then what I need to do is I need to no, I guess I can do it this way. I can add this course together, and hopefully that'll work together well. I'll just call it that, just so it's a different course. And it should, I don't know how it's going to work with course play with fertilizer and with seeds. I think what's going to happen is one's going to empty, and then it's not going to come back here and fill up. That's my thought. That's what I think is going to happen. So, oh well. I still enjoy playing the game, although it does seem, like I said, a bit strange. And I feel bad. I keep saying that. I don't mean to, but it's just a little. It's just a little. What's the word I'm looking for? Slight aggravation that's there now because of that. Yeah. I almost feel like editing the save file and reducing the money and taking down the crops to 0 again. But if it's just if I'm gonna get that much yield from one field again, there's no point almost. So. So for all intents and purposes, it's like I'm playing on easy now. So as some people mentioned, it did seem a bit odd that I got 90,000 liters. So I don't know if it's, I think it may be a compound issue that's happened or something. I don't know. It's strange. So I guess we could buy some cows now. We have 5 cows. Let's do a little bit. We might as well do some shopping. We have the money now. What do we got here? Mods by machine. So we don't need let's look here. We don't need any small tractors. That's the one's a 4-wheel drive version, I think. I thought one of them was. Yeah, I don't know what else do we let's get some of these, because this was one of the objectives. Where's a good place for them? Out here, actually. They're out of my way. Let's get a couple of these. 5. How many is 5? Let's set this back. There we go. That's 5 of those now. That's to get us started. They'll help us produce a little bit of extra cash. Not that we need it at this point, but it will produce a little bit of extra cash, which is good. So, alright, so let's unload this combine. Like I said, if you do know what it might be, let me know. So tell that driver to stop. Or don't stop, whatever. Because he's going to get stuck right there on that drainage place. So, yeah, I think it has to be a mod conflict. That's the only thing that makes sense. Although I went through the file and didn't. I don't know. I'd have to start taking out. I have just too many mods, and it would be a long haul. So what I'm going to try and do first is I'm going to try and start a new map and just see if that makes a difference or not. And I think it might, but I'm not sure yet. So, all right, let's get that guy out of there. There we go. Ooh. There we go. So with course play working fine, it's fine. This is the only place you need to worry about, like, course play, is this little area right here. Now I thought about going up and down the field. And that's what I could do, I suppose, with the seeder. The new seeder, at least. Just make them go east-west in the field. But there are more poles east-west, so that's really the only place you need to be careful is right there, going north-south. So one of the things to consider. All right, so what else? What else do we have here? I'm not going to buy any solar panels yet. It's funny. We were going to go on a shopping spree anyways this time around, but it just seems so much less fruitful this time because now we just have tons and tons of stuff. I'm only going to assume we're going to get the same amount of yield from this crop or from this field, and that has to be the reason. It thinks we're on easy, even though we're not. Oh, it's annoying. Anyways, I think I'm gonna stop the episode there because I'm just not being as pleasant as I want to be right now. And yeah, I think I will, just for your guys' sake. Yeah, I'm gonna stop there. Yep. Yeah. Anyways, my name's Ian Robson. This is Farming Simulator 2013, and we're playing on the American farm.